What up, y'all? I'm super tired because we had health and welfare at 2 o'clock this morning. It was blew my mind, like blew my whole entire mind. I was like, I cannot believe that they came. Like, I met the Garrison Sergeant Major and everything. Like, they checked our rooms. Like, they literally went through all of our stuff, and then they did POV inspections. And then the Garrison Sergeant Major walked up to my truck when I was trying to show my safety equipment. He was like, "Oh, Sergeant, you got a lot of stuff." And I was like, "Oh, Sergeant Major, I just got here last night. I'm moving in." He was like, "Oh." And everybody thought it was a joke. Like, why do people always do that? Like, if I'm doing something to you that's horrible, and when I get to a high rank, I'm not gonna do that to people. I'm not gonna joke about it. I'm not, because I know how you feel. I'm trying to get it over as soon as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you make a joke about it, yeah, like, I know they're trying to lighten up the mood, but it doesn't work. Like, I just be like, why are you joking? Like, you woke me up, like, and I was like, I'm an NCO. Like, they had us stand in the grass. Like, I got bites all on my ankles. You couldn't have us stand on the sidewalk, but I couldn't say nothing because I'm an NCO. But I wanted to be like, can we move to the sidewalk? Because, like, don't nobody want to have all these bites on their ankles? Like, it's perfectly fine to have us on a sidewalk. Why you got to have us back here in this grass? For what? But I was like, nowadays, everybody think everything is crime. So I was like, I'm not even going to say anything about it. But if I didn't tell y'all before, make sure, like, what's today? Thursday? Make sure that if your family is coming and trying to get a hotel room, make sure they, like, reserve it, like, a week out. Because, like, actually as soon as possible. Because, yeah, rooms opened up the day before yesterday. But if you try to get a room on a Wednesday for a Thursday or a Wednesday night, it's not happening. Like, rooms are not about to open back up until Friday. And then traffic is crazy. Like, you want to make sure that you do everything that you need to do. You need to make sure that you get, like, everywhere, like, a time prior. And then also what I told y'all yesterday about you having to go to your battalions and sign in. So I went to my battalion to sign in on that little worksheet. And it's only, well, at least the staff sergeant down there told me, he said it's only when you're with 35th. If you're, like, 35th is the only, well, actually, I lied. 1st Engineer Brigade is the only brigade that does that. So if you go to, like, 14th and something like that, like, I don't think you'll have to worry about it. But if you go to 1st Engineer Brigade, then you're finna be signing in every day because it's Sergeant Major's checklist. He wants to check on us. So, basically what happened today is, like, we had a super plethora of briefings. It's supposed to last from 07:45 to noon, but it lasted until about 11:15. You know, legal gave us a good bit of information. ACS gave us some information. Like, the hospital gave us some information. Sergeant Major made everybody get up and introduce themselves. I think that was basically, like, the bulk. Like, so if you started on Wednesday like I did, you'll be able to do some in processing. But I'm tired from this morning. Like, if I get back up, like, at 1500, then maybe. But I'm about to take a smooth nap because I'm tired. But I don't think I really had no tips. Oh, and if you're permanent party, the gym is, I think I told y'all that yesterday. The gym is right, literally, like, walking distance. And there's also a track to the right. It's pretty huge, so I know it's not a quarter. So it might be a half-mile track over there. So you can get out there, and if you're a drill sergeant, you're coming here to be a drill sergeant, you can get out there and you can practice like you're on a stand or something. There isn't a stand out there though, but you can practice like you are on a stand. And although I've been pinpointed, I still don't know what company I'm gonna be in. I imagine, like, if you're coming here to be a drill sergeant and you don't already know what company you're going to, you're probably gonna go through the same thing I'm going through, unless you go down to your battalion, or, you know. Other than that, you're probably not gonna know unless you start working super early, so you in process and then you working. But I'm not trying to do that. You woke me up at 2 o'clock. Like, I'm a go-getter. I'm a hard worker. Like, I'm ready to start. But nah, So yeah, we got a good amount of briefings, and then we had, like, a round robin. It lasted for like 20 minutes. And when I came back in, not even that long, like people were already gone when I came back in. I was trying to win at bingo, but they don't do raffles no more because the prizes they be giving out, I guess they be pooey. So, I think that's really all y'all needed to know for today. You have that big round robin, and I told y'all about the times or what time to be there or whatever. And then, and just know that on Thursdays, I think that's actually the day that people graduate on. At least it feels like it is. So just know that it's going to be really, 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 really packed, because it was. And Wednesdays, the PX. I went to PX yesterday to get stuff, and they were everywhere. Like I feel like I didn't even know how to feel. Like the privates literally be everywhere. And it's just, I don't know, I feel like it'll take a little time to get used to. And then I think that if you're a drill sergeant too, also you'll get your separate rats. So check into that when you get here. I haven't checked into it yet because I haven't really gotten to my unit. You know, they're probably still, well, they're probably haven't, like usually, you know, when you get to a unit, they give you your meal card immediately. And this is for E5 and below. You know, you staff science and above are gonna, you know, but you're gonna get your entitlements. But E5 and below, like usually, you know, when you get somewhere, they immediately give you a meal card. Like, that's one of the first things they do. So like, you're not out here struggling or buying food and you don't need to. So I'm pretty sure that I would think, because we eat with the privates, you know, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think you're going to have the choice. So you get separate rats here, but I'll let y'all know when I figure out if I do. But I know the drill sergeant told me that lives downstairs that she doesn't have a meal card. Drill sergeants don't get meal cards. So I don't think I had anything to tell you about the rooms. Like everything else was like peachy. It's just that health and welfare, it took a bit. You know how usually like they come in and they check your room, they have the dogs, like there were no dogs or nothing. Like literally it was a guy like with gloves on, just manually doing everything, lifting up the bed and stuff. It was horrible. But also they said something about ticks today. I just wanted to put this out so I won't forget. I'll probably go back and look at these videos. So ticks, right? You know how most of us blouse our boots? Like, don't do that. Like, when you go to the field and stuff, don't do that. Like, you need to stick them inside your pants. And usually, like, ticks are usually in high grass. So, but usually when it's time for you to have a field problem or something, you can call and get them to come out and do a sweep. It takes a while though, so you probably want to do it like way ahead of time. But drill sergeants, they plan out ahead anyways. So you would get them to do the sweep. Then they're going to check and see what's the tick population and see if the ticks carry anything. And if the tick population is super huge, you know, because they say in Missouri ticks, like she was like ticks, there's a lot of them. So if the population for ticks is really large, then they will request for them to come out and spray. If it's not, then I don't think they do. And then if you do get bit by a tick, like you just need to know how to remove it. Like a lot of people, they'll go to the emergency room if they don't know how. But if you know how to remove it. So when it gets removed, if there's like a circle, like something starts to form, that means like something's not right. Like you might have an infection or something. But that's all they really said about ticks. Just try to stay out of the high grass, so you won't even have to be worried about it. But they can still get you. But that's why you call and get them to come out and like inspect it or whatever. And I think basically that's all I gotta put out for day 2. All right. Victory starts here. All right, your turn. You say it now. This will defend. All right, victory starts here. This will defend. Talk to you guys later. Have a fantastic day.